You actually have given a very good perception. I always tell students about SWOT analysis. And we do SWOT analysis. Knowingly, unknowingly, we do SWOT analysis. Right from small things to buying a big thing, we do SWOT analysis. We do. Right? And playing on strength and managing weakness is like amazing tip, I believe.
That helps.
That helps.
Right.
Big time.
That helps.
Big time.
That helps.
I get that. So now everybody keeps talking about work-life balance, right? You spoke about biohacks a little bit time ago.
Yes.
So
There are a few things, right? And people talk about biohacks, how to make yourself happy, and what is a work-life balance, right? Uh, biohack is something that is you listen to you understand how your body
Yourself.
responds to different kind of situations,
okay.
and then slow it down a little bit. If you feel that your body is not responding, listen to your body. If your body says that I need rest for the next whole day, take it.
Okay.
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 Because the following day you're coming with enormous amount of energy.
Uh-huh.
And then work-life balance, right? There is, again, it's my opinion. There's a misconception that work-life balance means work and the life is your personal life. According to me, if you separate your work and personal life, that's going to be difficult. Work is a part of life.
Okay.
So if you understand, again, it comes back to strengthen your strength and manage your weakness. If you do that, and then you understand what is that thing, work-life balance is nothing but managing stress.
Okay.
How do you manage stress? There are people who are extremely stressed out from 9 to 5 work, and then they look for different options to manage the stress. And there are people who love the 9 to 5 itself, like say people who are lucky enough to work in their area of passion, like say a singer or a dancer, or for that even matter for somebody who was extremely passionate about our field and then working in that towards the field. There, if you see, you'll be continuously working for hours together without getting tired, and then he'll be so fresh in his mind because it is his strength. He's playing in his strength, and he's not playing in his weakness. The moment you start playing in your weakness, you're done.
Okay.
Your work-life balance is gone for a toss.
Okay.
But unfortunately, the way our system is set up, hardly there will be only 5% who will be working in their area of strength. Remaining 95%, they'll be forced, because there's a life to be lived, there's a living to be made. They'll be forced to lead that life, to take up the job. So there comes a pretty tricky. Then you have to find out how you have to manage your stress. If you manage your stress properly, then your work-life balance automatically comes into play.
Okay.
Work-life balance doesn't mean that you have to take a vacation every year, go there somewhere else, and then stay there. No, it's not like that. It's how you manage stress. I think in neuropsychology, I think doctors should forgive me. There is a sympathetic and parasympathetic in your brain, and one part is stress, another part is passion.
Okay.
If you can balance that, that automatically comes in based on each individual.
Okay.
So that's how it's been structured. And by the way, doctors are also engineers.
Seriously?
Yes. What does our human body does? There are chemicals, hundreds of chemicals. There is a reaction happening.
Yeah.
There is a heat generator.
Yeah.
There is endothermic, exothermic, whatever way you call it as. It's all chemical equations. Hormones are chemicals.
Correct.
Hormones control our body. Chemicals control our body.
Yes.
Say a normal chemical engineer, what we know, and works with the industrial process, industrial chemical manufacturing something, and then, sorry, doctors are also chemical engineers who work with the chemicals in the human body.
Okay.
Okay. So everything boils.
One thing I see is today's doctors depend on engineers a lot, right? So engineering and medical field are not so separate as we.
No. We say I had was admitted in a hospital for a surgery. Like into the surgery room is it's like a space station, right?
Oh, okay.
So robotics, and then you look at the imaging techniques that they use. So it's all fantastic. And the kind of equipments they have doctors today use are all, and the way it's progressing, it's mind blowing, right?
Okay. Don't tell me you went into a surgery and then you were interviewing the doctors.
No. I don't do that. But that's how it is going.
Okay.
And then this industrial revolution where, as I said, right, it's all data.
True.
And then with the 5G coming in, where the communication is going to robust, 5G, 6G, as it's going to progress, you see, there will be a day when a doctor is sitting somewhere in San Francisco or Los Angeles doing some surgery in say Kallupatti or some village.
Oh my God. Okay.
It will happen. It will happen
Okay.
one day.
Okay.
So that's where the medicine is. So that's why I said engineering is there everywhere.
And everywhere.
And if you feel that engineering is some alien discipline wherein you have to go through a 4 years of formal learning to understand that, no, it's not correct.
Okay.
Half of the automobile mechanics are not engineers, I mean, by qualification.
Okay.
They can hack any automobile.
Wow. Okay. So, what is the or tips or advice of yours could be for the academia now? Because I have seen you speaking, connecting with students. You had been an amazing orator. You connect with a lot of colleges, right? So, what is one standard typical advice would come to colleges from you?
Any, yes, definitely. May not be an advice, but based on my experience. There was a movie, Three Idiots stroke Nanban.
Yes, 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 yes.
Before that, my perceive, the way I looked at engineering, after that, the way I looked at engineering changed.
Okay.
That's a phenomenal movie, I would say.
Of course, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And today, the attention of a particular student or any for the younger generation.
Yes.
Today is Gen Alpha, Beta, what is it?
Yeah, they say
Whatever, Gen
now
Z.
alpha is coming.
Alpha is coming, right?
Yes.
So it's not more than 30 minutes. Not more than 30 minutes. Means that their attention span is only 25 to 30 minutes. And they don't want to hear to any jargons and things like that. They have to understand we have to we have to think from Gen Alpha, Beta, Gamma
Whatever.
mindset and try what is that will be interesting for them.
For them. Okay.
Connect them to the real life. You want to explain an engineering concept, unless they see a real time which they are using something of the concept, they are not interested in it. But every concept that we learn from the 4 years will definitely have a correlation to the real time world.
Nice. Okay.
Will be there. Without that, there is no there's no engineering. Engineering is problem solving, right? If again, then everybody solves problems, right?
True.
So you need to. It's tough, but once you get those examples of a real time advertisements, you see plenty of advertisements teaches engineering.
Correct.
So I would suggest teachers to think from, okay, you're teaching a concept. What is a real time application that's based on this concept? Everybody will be in a position to connect it.
Okay.
At least the concept. Forget about the equations, derivations, which are lengthy. That's a different ball game. No one knows how to hack it. Right?
Okay.
That's when. But at least once a concept gets into the mind, right? It's there in your head, and you will. Moment you get into the industry, that will automatically come out and flow in, because you will be in a position to connect to a real-time application, real-time what you see. It can be riding a bicycle, your tube lights, your home electricity connections. Everything is what you see today. If you want to talk about a series parallel electrical connections, you bring the examples of your own home.
Okay.
They will be in a position to appreciate much better. Electric water heater. Mechanical engineering can be taught using pressure cookers.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Bring those kind of examples, right? Your kitchen, your automobile, your TVs, whatever you see day to day, try to bring in the examples and teach concepts. The moment they understand the concepts, equations, and things will follow easily. The problem is they find it hard to understand the concepts. If that can be hacked, teaching is so nice, so blessed. It's a pleasure.
Interesting.
Because you don't talk jargons, you talk life. There.
Life. So making engineering, like teaching engineering simple.
Yes. I don't know whether it's simple, but as a teacher, the 40 minutes of you teaching, you're teaching your life, your experience, your neighbor's experience,
True.
your parents' experience, the students' experience. of using something remote control, whatever it could be. It's all there. Concepts are being, if the concepts are not being materialized, it's of no use.
I
Concepts
understand.
are there as a concept because it's being materialized. It's being used by a common man somehow or other.
Correct.
Let us, if we can use it, this is my experience because I always try to use IPL whenever I go for, I do some kind of guest lectures, right?
Uh-huh.
I try to bring in IPL to teach control systems. Not
Oh,
teach, I would
wow.
say it's the wrong word to talk about control systems.
Uh-huh.
Maybe it's only 60% is right.
Uh-huh.
Remaining 40% is useless. That's okay. At
Oh,
least I get across
okay.
60% correctly.
Yeah, okay. That's an interesting perception of teaching engineering now.
That's what again I'll go back to the first minute that we spoke. Bring in your common sense first.
Common sense first. Okay.
Then yeah, many of them won't agree. It's not that easy and things like that. Yeah, I agreed. But if you try that, then there is a shift that will happen in the next few years.
Okay.
Then things will be much more better.
Okay. So you're foreseeing a shift.
Yes. 20 years back, it's a blackboard white chalk.
Yes.
Then came the green board with white chalk. Then we
Yes.
had the OHP projectors.
Yes.
Now, if you want to
Smart
learn
boards.
smart boards, interactive boards, smart classrooms, right? Today, if you want to learn a concept, there is no need for you to come to a college to learn a concept.
Okay.
You'd go to YouTube. Honestly, there are hundreds and hundreds of videos being made, which is taking concepts to the learner much more effective.
True.
But why students or the why we have the college setup is for the social engineering.
Okay.
Right. So if a professor can bring in the concepts along with the real time example, the social engineering gets better. The
Okay.
students didn't know how to interact. That's up. I would say these Gen Zs are all great. They are going to have super. The one thing that they need to improve, according to my experience, is social engineering,
Social engineering. Okay.
and that's the platform that's the teacher is going to bring in through some technical stuff and impart the knowledge on the students in the way he will like it.
Okay.
And then in this process, the teacher also will enjoy it.
Okay.
Because staying with young minds, a 40 minutes class, staying with 60 young minds will de-stress them a lots and lots and lots. If they
Really?
use, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
It will.
Uh-huh. So I'm going to end my podcast with one important question for me, which is
Oh my God.
we have spoken about engineering in length, right? So, how about communication and engineers? Do you think it is important?
Yeah,
Communication.
absolutely. Unless if I don't want to communicate with you, whatever super duper communication is irrespective of language.
Okay.
The only thing is what I have to say, you have to understand.
Okay.
Okay. Unfortunately, English is the mode of communication between you and me.
True.
Whether we like it or not, that's a different issue.
True.
I don't care whether I'm speaking a Shakespeare English. I don't want
Exactly.
because you will not understand. Not
Yeah.
even
True.
whoever it is, right?
Yeah. True.
Simple statements. Another complex thing that I have seen in colleges, right? They use heavy duty English words. It's not required.
Okay.
As long as you understand whatever I say,
Yes.
as long as I understand whatever you say,
True.
as long as I am able to write what I think, as long as X, Y, or Z can take that piece of paper and understand whatever my thinking is,
Okay.
you're done. You're excellent.
So anything communicated without ambiguity.
Yes. Precise, clear, simple,
Simple.
and unambiguous.
Yes.
Use simple language.
Okay.
Don't use complex words. I don't know. I can't understand complex words.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
I may means anybody for that
Anybody.
matter,
Yeah,
right?
I get it.
I don't want to refer a dictionary or right click in my word to see what is he trying to say. I don't want to do that.
Okay.
Let's keep it as simple as possible.
As simple as possible, but clear.
Yes, communication is extremely important.
Important. And you think
Yes.
people should work on that?
Absolutely. Is a
Young
part of their
generation.
SWOT
Okay.
because good, bad, or ugly, right? Your chat language has come into the mainstream language today. And people write emails using the chat languages. I've seen that.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it's okay if you're talking, if two Gen Z kids are communicating on WhatsApp, but in an official environment, I don't understand many other things,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
But
Yes.
if,
Yes.
so you
Yes.
have to be, don't allow your personal entertainments to creep in into your day-to-day professional world.
Professional life.
Yes,
Correct.
because professional life is a common platform in which information that you are sharing will be viewed by so many people, and not that everyone can understand what you are trying to say.
What you're trying
So
to
try
say.
to
Correct.
adopt to the common protocol.
So I think they were the soft skills come in, basically.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Understanding the work ethics, understanding
They
the professionalism.
yes.
So other day I was talking to, like we were sitting and chatting with friends, and all of a sudden this thing came up, talking in workplace, and they said even in teams and chat rooms
Yes.
for work, they use words like what is that new word? Pookie. They address each other as
I don't know what it is. That whatever it is, right? Something. Yes. Yes.
true.
Yes.
So
But
they have to understand where to use and where
yes,
not to. So soft skills.
it's absolutely a must.
Okay.
That's another area where, as an Indian educational system, we are failing.
Okay. Okay.
Simple thing: how to use restrooms. I mean, it is not a taboo anymore, right? It's not a something that is we should not be spoken
Correct.
outside. It's
Correct.
required for you to conduct yourself, because you are in a society. You are not
Yes.
alone.
Yes.
You're going to work with so many people,
Correct.
and you have to get the work done from others.
True.
So it's not that you can satisfy 100% everybody in this world. It's not possible. But
Yes.
adopt to the certain common rules and regulations. I won't call it rules and norms.
Learning etiquettes also,
Yeah,
like
everything,
every aspect of
etiquette,
soft skills,
every
basically.
aspect of soft skill is extremely important.
Important.
You need not be a technology master, but your soft skill will carry you for a long journey. And
Okay.
for that, communication is also key.
Thank you so much,
Oh, pleasure is mine.
Karthikeyan. It was absolutely
Fine.
a pleasure to have you.
I mean, I spoke a lot. I don't know, but I hope it conveys something. And
It conveyed a lot, actually,
yeah.
and it meant a lot. And I really hope that our audience basically get enlightened with your thoughts, because I know the engineer you are and the difference you have made in the workplace and in the society. So,
Uh, thanks a lot. Pleasure is mine. Don't get confused with so many jargons in this world. Everything is simple. Keep it simple is what I'm saying. Don't use jargons. Don't complex things. Keep it simple. God has given us the common sense to differentiate from the animals. Yeah. So that is the part for us, right?
wonderfully put across. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thanks a lot.